So if the guitar's out of tune, this is a song I wrote for Emily when he died. He called just to say I'm still kicking. Next thing I knew, he had kicked the bucket. Now he's 6 feet under, and he's kicking up daisies. He's kicking up some flowers. He's kicking up lilies. He's kicking up daisies. Rosie said on his grave, he called just to say I'm still kicking. Next thing I knew, he had kicked the buckets. Now he's kicking up daisies. He's kicking up some flowers. He's kicking up daisies. He's kicking up some flowers. Rosie said walked on his grave. He called just to say I'm still kicking. Next thing I knew, he had kicked the bucket. Now he's 6 feet under, and he's kicking up daisies. He's kicking up some flowers. He's kicking up daisies. He's kicking up some flowers. Rosie said, walked on his grave. Rosie said, walked on his grave. He called just to say I'm still kicking. Next thing I knew, he had kicked the bucket. Now he's 6 feet under, and he's kicking up daisies. He's kicking up some flowers. He's kicking up daisies. He's kicking up that flowers. Rosie said, walked on his grave. He called to say I'm still kicking. Next thing I knew, he had kicked the bucket. Now he's 6 feet under, and he's kicking up daisies. He is kicking up that flower. Rosie sits, walked on his grave. Rosie sits, walked on his grave. Rosie says, walked on his grave. Rosie says, walked on his grave. He called just to say, I'm still kicking. Next thing I knew, he had kicked the bucket. Now he's 6 feet under. And he's kicking up the flowers. He's kicking up lilies. He's kicking up some flowers. He's kicking up that flowers. Rosie says, walked on his grave. 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 He called to say, I'm still kicking. Next thing I knew, he had kicked the bucket. Now he's 6 feet under, and he's kicking up that flowers. Rosie says, walked on his grave. Anyway, that's the song I wrote for Emily. You're welcome to use the words. That's the song I wrote for Emily the day he died. The day he died. Or the day I found out that he died. Because he was already in the ground by the time I found out. His friend Butch at the beach, in Seaside, called my house and told me. I mean, I was still on the phone with Butch when I saw the email to you. About Emily. Anyway, I hope Kathy didn't fire you because of Emily's death. I hope Emily's death had nothing to do with you getting fired from your Monday gig. Emily always wanted to come down to see you perform. He always called me on Mondays and said, let's go to McMinnville to see the professor. I said, well, that's an idea. That's one idea. Heck, we never even got down to the Money Road to see his own son-in-law play on Mondays. Because he always called me on Mondays to say, let's go see the professor. He always wanted to come down to the Bombas to see you play on Mondays. But I knew that if we did get down there to see you play, that he'd get drunk and crazy, rowdy, make a ruckus. Emily, would get drunk or got drunk and stoned and probably too drunk to drive home. So that's why we never got down to McMinnville to see play at the Rumba. I hope Kathy's okay. I mean, I hope nothing related to Emily's passing was anything to do with you getting fired from your gig. I assume it was a mutual thing. I hope I mean, you skipped coming to Emily's wake because of your Monday gig. And I mean, you could even drove Kathy and Chet up here to attend Emily's wake, because it was on a Sunday. It was only 1 to 4. You could have been home. You could have been back in McMinnville by 6:30 p.m. And that's, 6:30 p.m. that Sunday, and still had time to do your Monday gig. Still been able to do your Monday gig. But at least if you and Kathy and Chet had attended Emily's celebration of life, then you wouldn't feel the way you do about everyone else who's passing away on us. You wouldn't feel the way you do about the circumstances surrounding Emily's death. You wouldn't feel the way you do about the situation surrounding Dexter's passing. You wouldn't still be kicking yourself over not being able to be here for Emily, or my dad, or Antonio, had you been able to attend Emily's wake. I think that's the part that's the hardest for you to get over, is that you've never been able to say goodbye to Emily. And that all has to do with you not attending his memorial, his celebration of life, his wake, which was held at the Crystal. But you boycotted it, you skipped it, because your feelings got hurt, because you weren't able to play music. You weren't able to play your guitar at Emily's wake. And that had to do with all the things that he was dedicated for. All his Boy Scout stuff, all his Army Service recognition stuff, all his Boy Scout recognition stuff. He's the only Boy Scout in history to win, to achieve all the badges in Boy Scouts. Only Boy Scout in history, in American history, to achieve all the Boy Scout badges. Every single one. He had to wear, I think, 3 sashes because he won so many badges for achieving all of the stages of Boy Scouts. The cooking badge, the this, the that, everything. Anyway, he was the only Boy Scout in history to win all of them. In history, in American history. And then, of course, there was the Army Achievement rewards and the other stuff, the stuff that required complete and total silence. You can't even play guitar in the background, even very quietly, because it required so much respect and total silence. Anyway, talk to you soon. The reason you're getting so many videos today is because it would have been Mom and Dad's 39th wedding anniversary. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.